not because we are the best brain, we are the richest people in Nigeria, but because our people, Nigerians, have given us their mandate in trust through the instrumentality of the ballot papers, saved by the judicial arm of government to be where we are. And you know, these bandits, to some extent, they can create problems, but I believe the major problem between the Jukun and thieves is the thieves in Taraba State. That majorly is between the thieves in Taraba State. Most of them claims on analysis that they have been in Taraba State, but they have been denied positions of authority. And even in one meeting with the government of Taraba and government of Benue State, it was very clear. It is not that it is Benue problem, but it is a problem of the Tiv in Taraba State. They are saying that they are indigenous in that state and they should be given equal rights to perform and to aspire to leadership position. As members with people's mandate, we must hold it in public trust. That is why our proceedings are in the public gallery, are in the public view. And that as people who are to represent the yearnings and aspirations of our people, their life and property are sacrosanct. We owe them a duty to know their priorities. We don't even need a soothsayer to tell us that Nigerians are hungry. Nigerians are poor. As leaders at our own level, it is our responsibility to direct, to guide, to precede, and elicit outcomes that are beneficial to Nigerians. It is our duty to know what is good for them. It is also our duty to be objective and open in a transparent and accountable manner to our own people, so that at the end of the day, the confidence Nigerians repose in us will be justified. When there's our speaker, who is house-driven because he was elected overwhelmingly, summoned the service chief yesterday, it was for the entire country. He discussed with them and he briefed us that we must take the security of our country paramount because we are accountable to the people, to Nigerians. And when we were debating in the Halo chambers today, the question or not X was an angle of debate from a member from that side. Not that it was only the issue or not X that was considered. No, the big no. We even amended some prayers to cover the entire country. We are for the entire country. And until we de-emphasize our ethnic sections, we will not move forward. So it is our call on the service chiefs, the executive arm of government, to rise up and embrace the entire country to safeguard life and property of Nigerians. That is the whole essence of governance, good governance. And as people who are the representative of the people, we want this nonsense called kidnapping, unnecessary killings of people, of Nigerians, to stop. If you see the mood in the Halo chambers today, you discover that we are worried. It's worrisome. We are disturbed. We are perturbed. Because if we are representing people and they're being killed day in, day out, at the end of the day, we'll be even left with trees to protect our what? Or it will even come to our own level. You saw what happened 2 months ago when we were in the Halo chambers here, and the other group, the Shia, they came to the chambers through the gate. It took the interventions of our policemen who were on duty. Even some of them lost their own life. So we're disturbed and we're worried. So it is our clarion call, our appeal to the security agencies, the operators of the apparatus or the architecture of this country in terms of securing life and property to rise up of the challenges. And then we have some silent questions that are begging for answers. The level of sophistication, the level of information technology, to whom much is given, much is expected. If the security chiefs or the operators are complaining of lack of funding and also gadgets that will stand the test of time, it is also our responsibility to check and find out and solve that problem. Giving people assignment without community level of resources or equipment or tools to discharge their duties amount to nothing. And that is why in our plenary today, we discussed the issue of funding for the security agencies. I believe with proper funding, they will look into this issue, they will tackle it holistically, and at the end of the day, the major aim of government, which is to protect life and property, will be achieved. We are talking of protection, the mere protection, or the major aim of government is to protect life and property, which is not enough. This is the first layer. We have to enhance the standard of living of the people. We have to provide food on people's table. We have to feed Nigerians. We have to clothe them. We have to even give them take-home pay. If they are talking about the minimum wage of even a worker, it's 30,000 and we're debating. But let us ask and be frank. Can 30,000 naira take Nigerians home? And how many of them are even working? We have to create an enabling environment for Nigerians to be comfortable, to feed themselves and their families, and even train their children. But as it is now, we have a long way to go. And all hands must be on deck to solve this problem. No, with the promulgation of anti-grazing bill, it is better in Benue State. We have no more challenges of headers farmers at a alarming rate. I believe we are doing our best to curtail the situation, but the situation of banditry is still on the rise, which is a national problem. If we take a holistic look across the country, you will discover that kidnapping is a new order of the day, which I believe with proper funding of the security agencies, it will be a thing of the past. We have to have hope in our own country. This is Nigeria, and this is our country. If we don't solve these issues, we don't nip them in the bud, then we have no any other place to go. So I believe with what we are doing, at the end of the day, our country will be a place to live in. Well, the issue of Tiv and Jukun, as you rightly said, is started from all this banditry, and then the people, without taking a proper look into it, it escalated. And you know, these bandits, to some extent, they can create problems, but I believe the major problem between the Jukun and thieves is the thieves in Taraba State. That majorly is between the thieves in Taraba State. Most of them claims on analysis that they have been in Taraba State, but they have been denied positions of authority. And even in one meeting with the government of Taraba and government of Benue State, it was very clear. It is not that it is Tiv Benue problem, but it is a problem of the Tiv in Taraba State. They are saying that they are indigenous in that state and they should be given equal rights to perform and to aspire to leadership position. So basically, if you ask him, that's what I would tell you. And as humans, they have lineage in Benue State. So at times when this thing happens, they will move to Benue State. And when they move to Benue State, it will even appear as if it is a Calabar Benue problem, but it is not so.
Thank you. Finally, from me,